Alright, here we go. It's 5TC here, back with another video. And today I will be looking at the DSI, which is honestly probably one of my favorite gaming consoles of all time. One of my favorite gaming devices. When I was younger, I had a red DSI and a black DS Lite. Now, I do have a black DS Lite right now and a red 3DS. But I'll do separate videos about them because this video is specifically for the DSI. Now, I got this off of eBay from a seller for like $60. It was sold for like $55 or $56. But, you know, with shipping and taxes, it's not as bad as Amazon, though. On Amazon, the cheapest DS Lite you could find was $120. I don't know if they have DSIs on Amazon. But I think those were complete in boxes. But for what you get, it's actually pretty good. So you actually get the DSI and you get the stylus, which the stylus is back here. But before we open the console, I want to tell you guys about it. The DSI's camera is right here. It is like the shell is like very, there will be a lot of fingerprints on it, but that's not really a problem for me. But yeah, at the top, so let's turn it around. At the top, we have the game cartridge slot. Now, I do not have any DS games with me. I have one 3DS game with me because I recently started getting into the DS ecosystem again. And, like, when I was home for spring break, I brought my 3DS with me. But I kind of debated on whether or not I should bring those other games with me because I already knew I was going to mod my 3DS, which I have done, which I will do a separate video about. So I don't have any physical games. I do plan on completing my physical collection because I don't want to rely solely on digital ROMs and all that stuff. I'll still do it, but I kind of want to have both. But I can't really have everything right now. But I do definitely plan on getting it in the future. Sorry, that might have sounded condescending. But yeah, this is a Japanese model. Now on eBay, the Japanese models, I think just in general, the Japanese models are cheaper than the US models. Because, like, they were sold mainly in Japan or whatever. But, yeah, I really like this. Now, I had a red DSI as a kid. But I think a blue DSI is fine. So, this is the stylus. And I'm just noticing that how long the blue DSI stylus is. Or just the DSI stylus. It's just super long for some reason. But yeah, I don't know what that says in Japanese. But, yep. I don't know what these buttons do. I try to not mess with it. But yeah, we put the card in. But again, I don't have any DS games with me. I have a 3DS game with me. But that's not going to fit in here, obviously. So, yeah, let's try and open it. And I will show you guys what it looks like. And this is absolutely amazing. I absolutely love this model. Right here, we have the D-pad or the direction pad. And right here, we have the buttons that kind of like help you do stuff in game. The Y, the B, the A, and the X. And if you're a gamer or you played games before, B is typically for jumping. Y is typically for attacking, X might be for switching characters, and A might be for like special abilities or whatever, at least in terms of Lego game. But at the back, we actually have the R button and the L button. Now, I can't hold them both down, but when you hold them both down, you can unlock the camera, which, you know, you can see this is like the camera right there. The camera is on the right side. And I got this for like $60, so I would say I'm pretty happy. Now, literally like a day or two after I brought it, I literally saw a white DSI, being sold for $40. I think he has like 40 of them because like there's more than 10 available right now. I'm not going to buy one because I don't need another DSI. And I am trying to save my money for other projects. Like, you know, I'm in college right now and there's other stuff I want to do besides buying DSs. But this is the main thing I want to do. This is what I'm happy with spending my money on. So, it's what I do. I'm happy with my purchase. So, yeah, we turn it on by holding down the power button. And here it is. So, yeah, on the side, we actually have the volume button. Alright, I don't know if that sound is copyrighted or not, but it's a 20-year-old console, so who cares, really? But yeah, this is the start menu. I don't know what this says. I don't speak Japanese. But you can see here, we have the top, the battery. I will need to charge this when I'm done. But right here, this is how we set the time. Or at least the date. And it's April 8th, 2026, so that's the time I'm recording this, April 8th. And it does have the dates backward because it is a Japanese model, but I don't mind. Now, it's like, I actually don't know what time it is. I'm gonna have to check on my DS Lite because I do have the time set on my DS Lite. But honestly, I think I could just skip this for now. I really do not know what time it is. Hold on, everyone. But yeah, I really just started getting into the DSi again. I am very happy with my purchase. I'm very happy that I brought this. But you can see I really, really like this model. So I'm looking at my 3DS. I don't know if you can hear that. 1524, like 324, I believe, or 424. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know military time. I'm just not gonna skip that. Now, this, I don't know what that says, but I assume that's for setting your name. Now, I want to set the name Chaos, but again, I do not speak Japanese. I do not know what this says. So I do think there is an option for English, so I'll cut the video real quick and get back to it. Alright, so I got it. You can see Chaos at the top. Now, I believe I set a message because I did this. The same thing popped up on the DS Lite when I was setting it up, but I'm not going to do that. Alright, now I believe this is where I put in my birthday. Honestly, I think we could just skip this part for now. I don't really know if I want other people to know my birthday, so I'm just gonna leave it at here. Now, I don't know what this is. Alright, this is for the favorite color. My favorite color is red. I should choose blue because the background is blue. It is a blue DSi. But this is the DSi menu. This is bringing back so many memories. And yep, here it is. Now, I don't have any games on here. So that's just telling you what it is. The DSi shop, which I believe needs Wi-Fi, and I cannot get the Wi-Fi on here. So what I'm gonna try and do to see if I can change the theme on here. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at my DS Lite. Or no, I can just look at my 3DS. I'm gonna need to look at my 3DS to see what the options are in English, because I cannot read this. Now, it is possible to bypass this. I just need a micro SD card and an SD card adapter, or I can just get an SD card. But whichever one I decide to get doesn't really matter, because you can bypass the region lock. And I'm gonna turn down the volume on the other one so it doesn't impact this. So, alright, I forgot, I modded it so the instructions are a little unclear. Alright, I might have to come back to this later, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to come back to this later. But, yep, there it is. That's the settings. Now I don't know if I'm gonna try and test out the camera. I'll open it, and then I'll come back and let you guys know. Alright, so I got something on here. This is kind of just like a tutorial, but I don't need a tutorial. I just want to use the camera. Alright, so I think... Alright, so it's like front facing, which is not what I want. I believe I have to turn it around. I don't know how to turn it around. But let's just leave. Alright, I don't know. Alright. Yeah, I remember messing around with this stuff as a child. Now, I don't speak Japanese, but I do have a general idea of what this is. I might need some more time to play around with it. But regardless, I'm gonna... I just want to leave here. I'm just gonna power it off. power it back on. So let's see what this is. This might be a music player, like an audio app. I remember seeing that bird a lot. So yeah, you basically talking to it. Now I don't have an SD card. When I do get my SD card for this, I might do a separate video. But for now, so basically I make a sound. So let's see. Wait, no. Alright, I know how to do it now. So let's go to this one. Hello, I am recording this for a YouTube video. Hello, I am recording this for a YouTube video. Hello, I am recording this for a YouTube video. Alright. Hello, I am recording this for a YouTube video. Alright, well, that worked. So, let's get out of there. No, that's the back button. So next we have the Nintendo shop, or the DSI shop. I do not have Wi-Fi, so this will not work. And also I believe the shop is shut down. So yeah, not gonna... Actually, no. I think it's just backwards. I have no clue what any of this says. And I do not have an SD card either, so I don't know... Alright, I don't know if that's actually good to show, so I'm just gonna click out of here. I don't think I need to be showing that on camera. But this is the last thing, because again, I don't have any games on here. Now, I believe this was for the party option. Oh yeah, PictoChat. I remember PictoChat. Alright, I'm just gonna get out of here. I'm just gonna power the console off. I guess the one thing I can say I don't like about the DSI is that there is no home button. I have to literally turn the entire console off. But there is nothing else on here. We can scroll all the way to the back. And we can do... Oh, well, I guess we can do that. But yeah, overall, I would say... Alright, let's turn this off. I would say overall, the DSI is a pretty fun console. Like, it definitely has some weight to it. But it is light and pretty easy to carry around. Now, I am 100% getting an SD card. I actually have 2 SD cards coming. Well, I only ordered 1. But I will definitely have to order another one, because that SD card I ordered is going to be for my DS Lite, so I can play some games on it with the flash card. But I will certainly get a micro SD card for this, because I absolutely love the DSI from my childhood. Next, I do hope to get a DSi XL, maybe even a new 3DS, maybe a 3DS XL. But I also looking at getting a PSP or a PS Vita. Those are pretty ambitious hopes. But yeah, the Japanese model, $60. Was this a bad choice? A bad way to spend my money? I'm gonna say no. I actually say that this is probably one of the better things I brought recently. But maybe really the only thing. But yeah, I absolutely love this. And again, I couldn't really play any games because I don't have any games. But I will definitely show you guys what it looks like after I mod it. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.